All right, let's go ahead and get started. Get my mic on. Give me 1 second. Mic on, then we can start. Okay. I'm gonna put this here. Let me know if y'all can hear me. If you can't, please say something. If my mic disconnects at any time, let me know in the comments. But welcome to Brand University, or BrandU for short, however you want to call it. This is going to be something new I'm doing for y'all, and it's going to be basically a series for service-based business owners who need some extra knowledge. They need help building their business. They don't necessarily want to take that next step just yet into investing into a coach, or, you know, investing into a program or a course or all the things. So I want to come on here Monday through Friday nights, 7:30 p.m. and give y'all information to help you grow your business. It's going to be like a night school, but for service-based businesses. It's going to be called BrandU, Brand University. If I ever start talking too fast, let me know. But this is day one. And on Monday nights, we're always going to go over foundations. So foundations of our business, meaning our target audience, our niche, our branding, our colors, our, you know, all the basic foundations we need to have set up for our business. Okay. So that is going to be Monday nights. And actually, I'm actually post up a flyer so y'all can know the schedule, but it'll look like this. I'll post it on my page. I'll post it on my clips page, because there you can see replays of clips of the lives. But Mondays, we'll always do foundations. Tuesdays, we'll work on content. So that'll be our hooks, post scheduling, how to record, how to show up on camera and actually talk. So that'll be Tuesdays. Wednesdays, we'll go over offers and sales. So how to build an offer for your service business and how to actually sell it, how to get new clients in. Thursday, we'll go over marketing and branding a little bit. So marketing and sales kind of go together, but we're going to go over marketing on Thursday, because I want to dive deep into ads and, you know, what exactly that means for your business, how to market your business organically, how to use ads to leverage the organic content that you're making for your business, the different ways that you can show up online, the different platforms, SEO, all the things. We'll also cover branding on that day, so what that looks like, and not just your colors, but just being able to brand yourself all over the internet. And then Fridays, we'll have Q&As, and that'll look like you getting on, typing in the chat, asking me questions. I'll be able to answer them for you based off of the week's teachings, or just something that came up in your business that you want to answer to. Everything that we go over will literally be, everything that we go over tonight and the whole week will literally be inside of my service-based business survival guide. So think of this as like your workbook for BrandU. It's $10 if you want to grab it. You can DM me the word ebook, or you can go to go.anilafulton.com/guide and you can grab it. It's $10. But everything that we'll be going through will literally be in here. But I'll go a little bit more in depth on these calls, well, on these lives. So welcome to BrandU. If you're looking at us on YouTube, you'll see I have my notes here, and I also have my whiteboard behind me. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, you may not see all that, and that's okay. Check me out on YouTube. I'm going live on here too. And actually, I'm not on TikTok yet, now that I think about it. We're going to be on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube right now. I'm still working on the TikTok thing for y'all. I'm trying to figure out how to streamline it to make it work, or if I need to do a different time on TikTok. Trying to figure that out. But Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. We'll be here for about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the topics we're covering for the day, depending on, you know, just depending on all the things, how much time we have, all the things. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to BrandU, guys. I'm your coach, Anila Fulton. And a little bit about me. I built up a personal training business. I also did online fitness coaching and a online fitness app. And then I also built my nannying business, well, my babysitting business, up to where I was fully booked. At my personal training, I was fully booked. And now I'm helping you guys get your businesses fully booked. So if you see that trend there, we're going to work on your back end, your front ends, all the things. But tonight, we're going to cover foundations, Like I said, if you're on YouTube, you probably see this board. If not, you don't see it, but the board says we're covering foundations tonight. So let's get right into it. So if you do have a service-based business, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're a hairstylist, a personal trainer, a esthetician, a lash tech, a plumber, an electrician, a designer. If you offer a service to another person, comment 1 in the chat. I want to see that y'all are here. Let's fill up the room. And if you're here, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Let's go ahead and get started, because everything that I'm teaching tonight is something that I've already mapped out. I've trialed, I've errored. So let's go ahead and get into it. So tonight we're talking about brand clarity. And what I mean by brand clarity is that a complete stranger can land on your Instagram, your TikTok, your website, your landing page, whatever it is, and they completely understand who you are, what service you offer, and why it matters for them. If they can't understand those 3 things when they come to your page, then something isn't clear with your brand right off the bat. They need to know those 3 things right off the bat. So, and the thing is with a lot of people, they're not going to scroll down your page, and they're not going to, unless they, see a post they really like, and in that case, they know it's for them. And in that case, your brand is probably clear, because you marked off one of the 3 things: what you do, who it's for, and why it matters. But they're not going to scroll down your page for 10 minutes trying to figure out what you do if your page or your landing page or your website doesn't automatically pique the interest of your ideal client. They're going to keep going. It's so much happening that we have to get our audience's attention immediately. If we don't, they're going to go. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about the last time that you landed on someone's page, whether it been an Instagram, a TikTok, a YouTube, whatever the case may be. Think about the last time you landed on someone's page. And if you had to scroll to figure out what this person did, then the brand wasn't clear. Say, for instance, you went to someone's page and they had real estate on there. They had a little bit of fitness on there. They had maybe themselves as a teacher on there. Maybe they had a lot of different things on their page. Their brand wasn't clear because you weren't able to understand exactly what it is they did, who they served, and what it was for. Now, when I say brand clarity, it's not about how things look. That's how I want to say it. It's not about how things look. It's not about your colors, your fonts, your aesthetics. Now, those are a big part of it. Those are a huge part of your branding, but it's not a part of your brand clarity. Visuals are going to matter, but your brand clarity is going to be how your brand lands in someone's mind. Okay? Does that make sense? So going back to what I said earlier, a clear brand is going to be what you do, who it's for, and why it matters. However your brand lands in someone's mind, that's going to tell you exactly how clear it is to them. So let me give you an example. Okay? So let's say someone lands on your page and they think, okay, this looks nice, but I don't really understand what they're doing. And I can tell you a couple people I've landed on their page and I'm like, okay, this is cool, but who are you talking to? Like, what audience do you serve? It's like you're talking to everybody, and that doesn't always work. Okay? Or, if you think they look like they're doing a lot of different things, then that also may be a branding issue. Or if you get on their page and you say, I think this might be for me, but I'm not totally sure, because it looks like they want me to do one thing, but also I think they're trying to give me that. I'm not sure. Then that's a branding problem. Okay? So I want you to ask yourself quietly, and I just want you to maybe go look at your page, think about your page, but I want you to ask yourself quietly, if somebody landed on your page right now, what would they think you did? Based on your first maybe 3 posts, what would they think you did if they looked at your first 3 posts? Or even not even your posts, if they looked at your bio, what would they think you did? And I want you to stay with me because we're going to work on our bios in just a minute. But think about it. If I come to your page and I look at the first 3 posts and your bio, am I going to know what you do? For example, if I get on your page and your bio says, I don't know, for instance, it says, let me think of a good example. Maybe it just has loving the life I live. And then maybe it has a Bible verse under it. That's a great bio. But it's not going to tell anyone what you do, who it's for, or why it matters. Your bio should cover those 3 things, okay? So today, I really want to work on, helping you make your brand clear. And that's really going to start with your brand clarity statement, okay? And your brand clarity statement, oh, that was Portia. Okay, what was I going to say? Okay, we're going to work on your brand clarity statement. That's what I was saying. So I want to make this very clear to you. When people are confused, they don't buy from you. Confusion does not equal to sales. It doesn't. I put it right here, just so you know, confusion is not equal to sale. People may keep scrolling, or they may save your post. They may say, oh, this is cute, and keep it pushing. They may keep pushing, but then they leave, And it's not because they don't like you or they don't like the post that you made or, all the things. It's just because they don't understand you or they don't understand the service that you offer, or maybe they just don't understand how to book you. And we'll talk about that on Thursday because that's more, actually we'll talk about that tomorrow. That's more of a content problem. But if you keep saying that I don't understand why people aren't buying from me, then maybe you have a brand issue. And this is just the foundation of it. It could be a lot of different things, but it might be a brand issue. So let's start out with, let me tell you about a client that I had recently. And they sell plant-based coaching as a service. And they kept saying that they didn't understand why people weren't buying from them, right? And when I looked at her branding, I immediately could tell why people weren't buying. And it's because she was leading with the plant-based lifestyle. And stay with me here. Stay with me. Because she was selling plant-based coaching. So you're like, oh, why wouldn't she lead with the plant-based lifestyle? You're correct. But no one wakes up wanting to be plant-based. I mean, maybe some people do. But there's always a reason behind it. Let's say, for example, maybe someone wants more energy. And as a result of wanting more energy, they want to eat more whole foods. As a result of wanting to eat more whole foods, maybe they want to become plant-based. Or maybe someone wants to lose weight. As a result of wanting to lose weight, they want to eat healthier. As a result of wanting to eat healthier, maybe they want to become plant-based. Or maybe someone wants to reduce their medication and maybe drop their blood sugar and all the things. As a result of that, they want to eat healthier. They want to eat more whole foods. They want to eat less sugar. As a result of that, maybe they want to become plant-based. Do you see where I'm going with this? Someone wants to feel better in their body. As a result of feeling better in their body, they want to eat more whole foods. They want to become plant-based. People want to live longer. They want longevity. As a result of wanting longevity, they want to eat better. They want to fuel their body better. They want more energy. They want to lose weight. They want to do all the things that are going to allow them to live longer. Do you see what I'm saying here? When people don't understand what you do, who it's for, and why it matters, there's a branding problem. Now, not saying that leading with plant-based is wrong. You can definitely lead with plant-based, and it may get some people. But when you lead with the problem, people are going to know who it's for. Let me say that one more time. When you lead with the problem, they want to lose weight. They want to live longer. They want to reduce medication. They want to feel better in their body. They want to do all these things. When you lead with the problem, they're going to know who it's for. Does that make sense? So you want to lead with the problem so they know who it's for. You don't want to lead with the solution, which is the plant-based lifestyle. You lead with the solution, they don't know you're talking to them. You lead with the problem that they're having. They know you're talking to them. Then we want to go into what we do. Plant-based is going to be the result. It's not going to be the desire. So then we integrate in our result, and that is going to be what we do. We teach people how to lose weight, how to live longer, how to increase their energy, how to reduce their medication by teaching them how to convert to a plant-based lifestyle. That is what I do. And right now we're working on our offer sentence, and it's all is going to make sense in just a minute. So we want to lead with the result. Then we want to, we don't want to lead with the result. Scratch that. We want to lead with the problem. And then we want to tell them what we do, which is the result that we're looking to give them, or the transformation that we're looking to give them. So for my example right here, we're helping people lose weight, increase their energy, live longer, reduce medication by helping them transition to the result, which is plant-based. Now they know what we do. Now we have to help them understand why it matters. Okay. So now that we have given them the problem, now we have given them what we do, which is the result. Now we want to tell them why it matters. It matters. Well, that's where and this is in the ebook as well, but that's where and I'm going to actually flip to it. That's where our target audience comes into play. If we don't know our target audience, we can't really tell them why it matters to them. So we have to see what angle we're going to take. Because, for example, if we're talking to everybody, it's going to matter for different reasons for different people. If I'm trying to lose weight and feel better in my body, it's going to matter to become plant-based what did I even just say, y'all? It's going to matter. I'm going to have a different reasoning for wanting to become plant-based than someone who is trying to reduce their medication because maybe I don't have the same problem as them. So that's why we have to figure out who we're talking to, guys. So why it matters. But that is why we fill out our target audience worksheets, our customer profiles, so we know exactly who we're talking to. So let's say, for example, we're just going to use this example already that we're using. Let's say that we're talking to people who want to lose weight. Okay, they want to lose weight. So we'll say who it's for: people who want to lose weight. What you do, we convert them to plant-based. Why it matters? Because it's going to help them live a lot longer. It's going to help them regain their confidence. It's going to help their clothes fit better. That's why it matters for them. These things have to be clear. If I come up to you and I ask you what you do, and you can't tell me in one clear sentence what you do, then your brand probably isn't clear. You should be able to tell me in one sentence what you do, who it's for, and why it matters. And I know I keep repeating that, but I'm going to keep repeating it until you get it. Because a lot of people, I'm sorry, but we just ain't got it. We just ain't got it. I want y'all to know these three things, okay? So let's put it together again. Because this is going to matter when it comes to writing our bios, when it comes to creating our offers. Everything we do today is going to build on the rest of the week. Okay? So, what we do, we help people transition to plant-based, who it's for, people who want to lose weight. Why it matters? Because you're going to feel better in your body. Your clothes are going to fit better. You have to know your ideal client in order to know what you do, who it's for, and why it matters. Okay? And like I said, we're going to always lead with the result or the transformation. We're going to lead with the problem. Then we're going to give them the result and the transformation. So let's say, for instance, for this example, I was writing my offer sentence, right? And I'm actually going to write it on the board for us. I was writing my offer sentence, and I want to say, and I'm going to actually pull this up just a little bit, but I'm going to say, I help, and this is going to cover the what you do part. I help people lose weight. And this is what I mean by our offer statement. If I can't tell you in one sentence, my brain probably isn't clear. I help people lose weight. So, who it's for? People who want to lose weight. What do you do? Help people lose weight. How do you do it? By transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle. Boom. I help people lose weight by transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle. That tells people what you're doing, who it's for, why it matters. This is where your content comes in. Because you don't want your offer you don't want your brand clarity statement. I keep saying offer statement. You don't want your brand clarity statement to be too long. If I told you I help people lose weight by transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle, and then I say, because, and you can say this, but you don't want to put this whole thing in your bio. I help people, and we'll go over bios tomorrow, but I help people lose weight by transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle because it'll help them feel better in their body, feel better in their clothes, X, Y, Z, all the things, right? But we don't want to keep going on and on about why, because the why might be different for different people. So that's why we want to bring that up in our content and speak to our target audience in our content. But this is our brand clarity statement. This is what we will put in our bio. I'm going to put this back down, and I'm going to give y'all another example, because everybody in here might not be selling plant-based. You might be a hairstylist. You might be a lash tech. You might be a plumber. You might be an esthetician. You might be and I know we're talking to service-based businesses in here. But you might be a coach. You might be I don't know. There's a lot of different things you could be. So many different things you could be. But you want to lead with the problem. And if you're a hairstylist, it might be women that want protective styles, or women that want healthier hair. Maybe they have bad split ends. Maybe they have back breakage. Maybe they have all the things. If you're a lash tech, maybe your client's problem is that they just want to feel better about themselves. Maybe if you're a personal trainer, your clients just want to be healthier. Whatever the problem is that your clients have, you want to lead with it. Then you want to give them the transformation or the result, whatever you do. Then you want to tell them why it matters in your content. So this is going to help you create a clear brand for your business. Okay. What are we at? About 20 minutes. Let's keep going. I want to keep going. And you want to know the most confusing thing about it all? I've been on people's pages and their bio will say one thing and then their content will show something different. And then I'll go to their link in bio and then it'll say the URL doesn't work. Or maybe I'll go to the link in bio and it's like a broken website, or, all the things. There's so many things that go down into your brand foundations, and we're going to cover all of it. I'm going to do my best to cover all of it. Not tonight, but we're going to cover all of it over the next few weeks. What was I about to say? Y'all can get to know me, and I have a lot of little brain poofs that just, I'm talking and then it leaves. But if everything isn't aligned, your brand isn't clear. Your bio, your content, your landing page, your website, everything about your brand should be clear and should be consistent across the board. Whether I look at your TikTok, your Instagram, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Pinterest, your YouTube, whatever I look at, it should be consistent across the board. Okay? So, yeah. And I'm going to go over some more examples in just a second. But let me tell you what it looks like to be confused. Because maybe some of y'all, maybe I'm not clear about what it looks like when someone comes to your page and they're confused. And you might be sitting here thinking like, oh, my brand is clear. I'm fine. I got this. No, your brand might not be clear. Like your bio could say one thing. Your post might say something else. Your stories, your offer is just not explained clearly. And people would think like, I like her. I like what she does, but I don't quite understand what I'm paying for. They're not going to purchase from you. So, and if you feel like this is something that you could work on, drop a yes in the chat. If you feel like this is something that you need to work on specifically, drop a yes in the chat. Because literally, I cover a lot of this in my $10 service-based business survival guide. And if you want it, you can DM me ebook and I'll send you the link to grab it. It's only $10. And I'll also add you into my free community so that you can continue to get updates on when I go live, when I do all my teaching, our monthly community calls so we can chat with each other, all the things, right? But this is it. send me the word ebook and I will literally just send you the link. Or you can go to, I'm tired, y'all. You can go to go.anilafulton.com/guide and it'll be there. Okay? So, let's do this. Let's do a 5-second brain test, okay? Ready? So, and the 5-second brain test is something that I like to do with my clients. So we're going to do it here together. And this is a very important exercise. So imagine that a stranger landed on your page, right? And they don't know you. They don't care about your journey just yet. They're busy, they're scrolling, they're literally just on social media. Because most people, when they get on social media, it kind of looks like this. They get on there, they start scrolling. Next post. Oh, next post. They just continue to scroll down the timeline. They don't sit and look at one thing for too long, right? So, you get 5 seconds. When someone comes to your page, you get 5 seconds. I want you to do this. And if you want, you could join my community. You could drop your chat in there. Drop your Instagram in there. And we can all go through and look at your page, and we can do the 5-second brain test on your page and see if your page makes sense or if it doesn't. If you want to join my community, just DM me the word community. DM me the word community. If you want to join the community, DM me the word ebook if you want to get the ebook, and I'll literally send you the link. Okay? But in those 5 seconds, you get 5 seconds. In those 5 seconds, the person that looks at your page should be able to answer what you do, who it for, why it matters, or what problem you solve. Whichever one. Why it matters, what problem you solve. Same thing. What you do, who is it for, why does it matter? If they can't answer that in 5 seconds within your bio and your first 3 posts, something is wrong. I kid you not, something is wrong. Okay? So, if those answers aren't obvious, you failed the brand test, you got to revamp your bio and try again. Your bio, literally having a good bio is going to start with having your offer statement correct. I help people lose weight by transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle. Or if you're a hairstylist, I help, it depends on who you work with. Say you work with women. I help women regain their natural hair or regain their natural curls by, I don't know. Give me a second. Let me just think. Because I'm trying to spit stuff out and I ain't even got it yet. Hold on. You can say, I help women maintain their natural hair by providing protective styles. Or, let me see. You could do, if you're a esthetician, I help individuals regain clear skin and eliminate dark spots through facials. Or you could say, there's so many different things you can say. You don't even have to say I help. You can say, let's see. There's a lot of things you could say. I've never had to do these off the back without like writing and thinking about it. Let me see. I help women transition from, I keep saying women too, don't I? That's okay, y'all. Bear with me. Either way, if you feel like you looked at your page just now when we did the 5-second brain test and you thought, I see everything, but I don't see anything, or like, I understand what I'm doing, but I can't quite understand what I'm doing, or I know what I'm doing, but I don't quite know what to post, and that's why my page looks like my brand isn't clear, but I know my brand is clear. I just don't know how to convey that message to an audience. Comment 1 in the chat. Comment 1 in the chat if you feel like you understand, you have a good understanding of what your brand is, who you're talking to, why it matters, but you're not sure how to convey that to an audience. If you're not sure how to convey that to an audience, literally start with your brand statement. And if you want, you can grab my $10 ebook. I literally send me the word ebook. I'll send you the link. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, your brand clarity statement. If you dropped a 1 in the chat and you said you don't know how to convey your brand statement, how to communicate your brand statement to an audience, but you understand it, then you need to choose one primary problem that you could solve. Ooh. And you need to lead with that. Lead with the problem. Then you give them the result. Then you tell them why it matters through your content. That is it. And then you're going to let everything else support it. Everything else that you do, your content, your YouTube, everything else you do is going to support that problem and that result or that transition that you're going to sell. Okay? And that doesn't matter what service that you do. And this part is just so important because your brand is not what you say you do, but it's what other people say you do. Like, Superman didn't call himself Superman. Other people call him Superman, and then he became Superman, you know? So your brand is not what you say it is. Your brand is what people say when you're not in the room. Okay? If that makes sense. So if someone recommends you to someone else, what do they say? Do they say that you do hair? Or do they say that people keep their hair healthy without spending all day in the salon? Like, girl, if you go to Susan is going to get you in and out of there. She's going to give you a good hairstyle. It's going to be cute. Or if you go to Leah, within 3 sessions, your skin is going to be exactly what you need it to be. It's going to take a little bit longer because, the facials have to sit in. But 3 sessions and you're going to be good to go. Like, what do they say about you? Do they say, oh, she's an esthetician. That's my esthetician. She's good to go. You should go to her. Or, baby, we're going to have a good conversation. We're going to have a good time when I see her, because I tell her all the tea. Yeah. Like, are your clients loyal to you or do they just know you as another service provider? What makes you different? Is your brand clear or is it not? Which one? So let me just say this. Let's put it like this. If a stranger watched your content for 1 week, could they explain what you do? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat. Yes or no? And some of y'all are like, dang, I ain't even started posting content yet. If you're not posting content yet, then it's a no. They can't explain what you do. You could drop a no in the chat. And you need to come back for Tuesday's content lesson, which is tomorrow. Okay? Where we at? We're at 32 minutes. Okay. I'm not going to keep y'all for a whole lot longer. But I do want y'all to understand that having a clear brand matters. Okay? And I do want to recap what we went over today. And that is simply that a clear brand is going to be what you do, who it's for, and why it matters. You want to lead with the problem. Lead with the problem. Give them the transformation or the result that you're selling. And then tell them why it matters through your content and let all that support your problem and your result that you're selling. Okay? If you need this ebook, I promise it's going to be like your ebook for BrandU. Send me the word ebook and I will literally send you the link so you can grab it. It's only $10. It literally goes over everything that we'll be going over this week. I'm going to give you the schedule one more time. And I'm going to actually have it posted on my page too. And I'll probably post it on my story. But Monday is foundations. Today we went over brand foundations and writing our offer statement. Everything we do this week is going to build on this. Like I said, if you're on YouTube, y'all, I'm tired. You could probably see the whiteboard if you're on YouTube. If you're on Instagram and Facebook, probably not. And also, I'm working on the TikTok thing for y'all. I promise I'm working on it. Just haven't did it yet. But Monday is business foundations. Tuesday is content. Wednesday is offers and sales. Thursday is branding and marketing. Friday, Q&A. You'll get to ask me questions live. So be there, be there, be there. If this helped you a lot, drop one in the chat. If this helped you, drop a 1 in the chat. Don't forget we have our monthly community call on the last Monday of each month. If you want to know more about that, with my ebook you get access to my community. The ebook is $10. The community comes with it. It's really a steal. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's really a steal. This ebook has so much in it that a lot of people wouldn't even give you for free. But like I said, that's the purpose of BrandU. I want you to have access to this information. So Brand University, BrandU. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. We're going to be going over content. That one might be a little bit longer because it's going to be covered with a lot. but I don't want to hold y'all for too long for our first session together. But tomorrow we're going to be talking about what you should be posting to support your offer statement, your brand clarity statement. So who it's for, what you do, why it matters. Also, I want to go over tomorrow your bio, because I was saying earlier that if they can't understand from your bio and your first 3 posts what you do, who it's for, and why it matters, then your brand probably isn't clear. Also, there should be a link in your bio too, and it shouldn't be 1,000 different links. If you're sending them to your booking site, send them to your booking site. If you're sending them to your intro offer, send them to your intro offer. But don't send them to 10 different places at once. I can't stand that because people get confused. That's also a part of your brand clarity. But we're going to go over that tomorrow when we go over content. So, if this helped you, drop one in the chat before you go. If you need my ebook, send me the word ebook to my DMs and I'll send you the link. If you need anything, let me know. Send me a DM if you have questions, and I will talk to y'all soon. See you tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. for BrandU University. See you soon. Bye, guys. Also, wait. Y'all see my hair? Let me tell y'all. This is a wig. Y'all wouldn't believe it with y'all. My friend Aaliyah did it for me. It's so cute. I love it. Yeah, that was all. Bye, y'all.